What's going on YouTube? It's Mike here. Today guys, in this video I'm going to be reviewing the iPhone 5C case in blue. So here is Apple's iPhone 5C case in blue. If you guys remember, not too long ago I unboxed and reviewed the iPhone 5S case. However, I did the blue one recently. I got the red one. And so today in this video I'm going to change it up a little and I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the 5C case for you. So having a closer look at the packaging, you can see it says iPhone 5S case, and this is the blue one. Like I said, on the back we have just some information. There's a simple pull tab on the back. I already opened mine, and the case just comes out. Very simple. Voila. So here's the case itself. So the first thought is probably, wow, that's flimsy. You know, it looks kind of cheap. Is it really going to be worth 30 bucks that Apple charges for it? Because this is a case that Apple makes themselves for the first time for iPhones. They made their own cases. And so it actually turns out that I was surprised when I looked on the inside of the 5C case to see it's got a very soft type of material. You can see it's almost like a microfiber lining inside. It says iPhone, you know, designed by Apple in California, assembled in China. And you can see we have the kind of distinctive holes here, which I was never really a big fan of. However, since getting this case, I've really started to like. And you know, outside we got a nice polyurethane finish, much like you get on the polyurethane editions of Apple's smart cover for the iPad. It's absolutely beautiful to hold in the hand, and honestly, depending on whatever color you get for your 5C, it really doesn't matter. This blue color really stands out and makes it pop. All colors are available: black, white, red, yellow, blue, green, so you could mix and match with your 5C however you want, and honestly, it's a lot better than I thought. So here is my blue iPhone 5C. Probably been a while since you guys have seen me do a video on this guy, but today he's coming back for us to try on the new 5C case that we have here. You can see very simple, just kind of pops on. You know, it's that silicone rubber type of case, so it's very simple to put on. You know, it's not a hard shell. So, you know, it's relatively easy. Having a closer look at the case, you could see on the back we have a cutout for the rear-facing camera, microphone, and flash, as well as a little indented Apple logo, which honestly is much easier to see in person. That's also present on the 5S case as well. However, you probably can't see it too well in this video, but it's very nice looking and it is there. And then on the bottom, we have these rows of just holes pretty much, and they actually go to the exterior of the phone itself, so it's the actual plastic back of the phone. You probably wouldn't be able to tell that easy since this case is the same color of the phone. However, you'd be able to tell much easier if it was a different color. So if, for example, I had a green 5C, you'd see green circles everywhere pretty much. So kind of a cool accent to really show off. Originally, I did not like this idea, like I said, with the holes, but since getting this case, I've really found myself to like it a lot more. On the sides, we just have some simple cutouts, like for our volume rockers, as well as mute switch. On the top, just a simple cover for the power button. On the side, nothing, even though the SIM tray is there. And on the bottom, cutouts for our 3.5mm headphone jack and microphone, as well as our lightning port dock connector, as well as a speaker. And even the screws by the lightning dock connector. And on the front, the entire case is open, so the screen is exposed. However, there is a major lip on this case, so I know probably a lot of you are going to be wondering, you know, oh, is it going to be safe if my phone drops right on the screen? Well, yeah, it is, because first of all, it's silicone to begin with, and second of all, there's a lip, so you won't have to worry. I always recommend silicone over hard shell, because ultimately, you probably wouldn't think it considering it's soft, but silicone absorbs shock a lot easier, so you're probably going to get even more protection out of this case than you would out of a hard shell case that's probably more expensive. And for 30 bucks for this case, it's really not that bad. Definitely a really good investment. Aside from the unseen and probably unnoticeably protection that it offers, this case is still very stylish, and I'm definitely surprised and impressed with how it turned out. I did not have high hopes for this $30 case. I thought it was a very high price tag, but the overall quality that just really can't be shown on video that you actually feel in your hands is fantastic. And if you want to mix and match or keep the same color as your phone, you know, you could find yourself doing a lot of different combinations, and probably for the real fan, collecting all the cases. But anyways, guys, there you go. That is my review of the iPhone 5C case in blue. If you guys like this video, please leave some comments below on your thoughts. Of course, rate, give this video a thumbs up, and click the subscribe button below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.